There's a law in life that never fails. You can ignore it. You can deny it. You can pretend it doesn't exist. But it's always working. Quietly. Patiently. Unforgivingly. You reap what you sow. Every action you take is a seed. Every thought you repeat is a seed. Every habit you build is a seed. And whether you realize it or not, you are planting something every single day. The question is simple. What are you planting? Because one day, you will harvest it. Think about a farmer standing in his field. He doesn't wake up and demand crops. He doesn't shout at the soil. He doesn't complain when nothing grows after one day. He understands the process. First, the planting. Then, the waiting. Then, the harvest. But most people, they want the harvest without the planting. They want success without effort. Confidence without struggle. Results without discipline. And when nothing grows, they get frustrated. They blame the world. But the truth is simple. They never planted the right seeds. Now imagine two fields. In one field, a man plants discipline. Wakes up early. Trains his body. Builds his skills. Controls his mind. In the other field, a man plants comfort. Sleeps in. Avoids effort. Feeds distractions. Makes excuses. Months pass. Years pass. Now look at both fields. One is full of growth, strength, opportunity. The other, empty, dry, wasted. Same time, different seeds, different results. That's the law of life. Look at a lion in the wild. It doesn't hope for food. It hunts. Every day. Relentlessly. It understands something powerful. Effort today means survival tomorrow. But if the lion becomes lazy, if it avoids the hunt, it doesn't get to complain about hunger. It starves. Nature doesn't reward intention. It rewards action. And your life follows the same rule. Think about your habits. What do you do when nobody's watching? What do you do when it's uncomfortable? What do you do when you don't feel like it? Because those moments, those small decisions, are the seeds. And they compound. Day by day. Week by week. Year by year. Until one day, you're standing in the middle of your harvest. And you either feel pride or regret. There's no in between. Think about a blacksmith forging a blade. He doesn't strike the steel once and walk away. He repeats the process. Fire. Hammer. Fire. Hammer. Over and over again. Because he knows consistency creates strength. Your life is built the same way. One disciplined day won't change your life. But 100 will. 1,000 will. Consistency turns small seeds into powerful outcomes. But here's where most people fail. They plant good seeds. For a short time. Then they stop. They go to the gym for 2 weeks. Then quit. They start learning a skill. Then lose focus. They begin building something meaningful. Then distractions pull them away. And when results don't show up immediately, they assume it's not working. But the truth is, they never gave the seeds time to grow. Imagine planting a tree and digging it up every few days to check if it's growing. That's what inconsistency does. It kills progress before it has time to develop. Growth requires patience. It requires trust in the process. It requires belief that what you're doing today will pay off tomorrow. Now think about storms. Storms will come. In your life. In your journey. Moments where things go wrong. Where progress feels slow. Where doubt creeps in. But storms don't destroy strong roots. They only expose weak ones. If you've been planting discipline, your roots will hold. If you've been planting excuses, you'll get uprooted. That's why the daily choices matter. Because they prepare you for the storms you haven't faced yet. And here's something most people don't realize. You're not just planting seeds for your results. You're planting seeds for your identity. The man who shows up every day becomes disciplined. The man who avoids effort becomes weak. The man who pushes through resistance becomes resilient. Over time, you don't just create outcomes. You create who you are. And that identity determines your future. So if you don't like your current results, look at your seeds. Look at your habits. Look at your daily actions. Because the results you're living right now were planted months ago, maybe even years ago. And the results you will live in the future are being planted today. Right now. In this moment. That's the power you have. The power to choose your seeds. The power to choose your habits. The power to choose your future. But you have to be honest with yourself. No more excuses. No more shortcuts. No more waiting. Because life doesn't wait. Life responds. It responds to what you consistently give it. Effort. Discipline. Focus. Or laziness. Distraction. Excuses. And whatever you give it, it multiplies. So choose carefully. Because one day, you will stand in the middle of your harvest, and you will see exactly what your actions created. The only question is, will you be proud of what you grew? If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I plant discipline every day, so that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will build habits that create a powerful future.